matter changes from one state to another, such as from a liquid to a gas.
Okay, Danny, what is change of state? Danny. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
What is change of state?
Change of state, it's when like something changes its state. For example, water, if it freezes, the state changes. Instead of being a liquid, it's a solid. Then
So,
when the
can you describe this picture, what you see now?
ice melting, I think.
What is the reason for the melting?
Because there's like some heat, because the ice is cold and the heat is hot, so and cold and heat, they don't mix together. The heat melts the cold.
Have I to put this ice on a heat to get it liquid?
Like, yeah, like something that like is hot. For example, if I put it on an oven, like if I put it on a pan on an oven, it will melt because the oven.
Is it compulsory to put it on the heat, or you can leave it in the room and it will melt?
You can leave it in the room, it will melt because it doesn't have enough like cold. It has to be always cold.
Yes. So this piece of ice will lose temperature or energy if you leave it in the room.
There's not enough temperature to keep the ice a solid, so it has to. So then the ice will melt slowly.
That's great.
Slowly.
Thank you, Danny. So as Danny said, a physical change that occurs when matter changes from the state to another, such as from liquid to a gas. Okay, what next? Condensation. Condensation.
Condensation. The process by which a gas changes into a liquid.
Muhammad. What is condensation? Read from my screen.
I don't see it clearly.
You don't see it. Let me share it with you again. Can you see it now?
No.
It is not clear?
It's clear.
Okay, so condensation is the process by which a gas changes into a liquid, as you see here in this picture. Can you describe this picture, Muhammad?
No.
Can you see some droplets on the surface of this glass?
Yes.
Some droplets of water. It's a water vapor condensed on this surface to make it liquid again, to make it water again. Can you open your camera, please? Muhammad?
Wait.
Okay, Muhammad, put your hand in front of your mouth. Then breathe in your hand slowly, slowly. Like that. Do that 5 times, slowly. Then, what do you notice in your hand? Look, your hand, you have like liquid in your hand like right now. So the gas changes into liquid. It's called condensation. Thank you, Muhammad. The last one, evaporation.
Evaporation. The process by which a liquid changes into a gas.
Okay. Abdullah?
Yes.
Good morning, Abdullah.
Good morning.
Can you put your hand now in this pot?
What?
Can you see the picture?
Yes,
What is this picture for?
a pot of
Yes.
fire.
And what happened here?
It's burned on
What?
fire.
We put amount of water inside this pot on the stove, and after a while, it
It will come
changed to be a water vapor. Okay? So the evaporation means the process by which a liquid changes
Evaporated.
into a gas.
It's evaporated.
Evaporate, yes. Thank you. Now let's come back to the lesson.
All the water on Earth today has been here for millions of years. When you think about it this way, you'll realize that we drink water that was on Earth when dinosaurs lived. We find water in 3 states or forms: solid, liquid, and gas. Click each picture to find out more.
The first one is solid.
In science, when we say solid, we mean when matter keeps its shape. A solid's volume doesn't change. When water is solid, we call it ice. We use ice to keep food cool. You might skate on ice too.
Okay, the second state, liquid.
A liquid takes the shape of the container that holds it. Its shape can change, but the volume stays the same. We use liquid water for drinking and swimming.
The last one, gas.
A gas will fill the shape of any container. If there isn't a container, a gas will spread out, so it has no set volume. When water is a gas, we call it water vapor. Water vapor can heat a room or cook food.
Okay, Manef,
Yes.
here comes a question to my mind. Let me ask you. Why can we catch the solid in our hand while we can't catch liquid or gas in our hand?
Because the liquid and gas in the air.
You mean the liquid has no definite shape
Yes.
and the gas as well has no definite shape, but the
Yes.
solid has definite shape. Definite means specific shape, like if you have a piece of ice, it's like a cube, for example. If you have your chair, your chair has a definite shape. If you leave your chair in your home, and
Also, the book.
yes,
It's
so
like
look, your book. Can you find your book after today's like a duck?
no.
No, has a definite shape forever.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
No.
Particles of water behave differently in different states. Click each picture to find out more.
We are going to find out about particles of solids, liquids, and gases.
When water is a solid, its particles are packed so closely together that they can hardly move. An ice cube holds its shape because the particles can't move. In liquid water, the particles aren't packed together tightly. There's space between the water particles, so they can move around a bit. This lets you pour liquid from one container to another.
Jamal? Jamal?
In water vapor, the water particles move freely away from each other. This explains why a gas fills any container you put it in. When water changes from a solid to a liquid to a gas, it changes state. The change of state happens when you add or remove energy. The number of particles doesn't change, no matter what state it changes to. In nature, this state change occurs as temperatures alter throughout the year. Click the picture to discover more.
So let's see. I think we studied something like that in the water cycle of water. You remember the water cycle? So this is like the previous lesson of the water cycle. Condensation,
When water vapor loses energy, it becomes liquid. Here, water vapor condenses and becomes rain. When ice gains energy, it melts. The change of state happens when you add or remove energy. If you heat liquid water, you add energy, and the water changes state from a liquid to a gas. The sun does this naturally. When liquid water loses enough energy, it freezes. When the temperature falls, this lake turns to ice. Do you remember the difference between a solid, a liquid, and a gas? Drag each word to the picture that shows the state of matter.
Mu'taz. Mu'taz, quickly,
yes.
what is the difference between solid, liquid, and gas?
Solid and liquid and gas. Gas is the middle one.
Say solid, for example, has definite shape and definite,
Oh, definite shape and definite volume.
yeah. Liquid,
Liquid water has the
definite shape, or
it doesn't have definite
yes,
shape.
no definite shape. And what about the volume?
It doesn't have one.
It has definite volume. But what about gas? Has no
Has no volume.
definite shape and no definite
And
volume. Okay,
yeah.
now we are going to drag the words and put it in the picture. What about liquid? Picture 1, picture 2, or picture 3? Mu'taz, you're with me? Okay. Ahmed? Abdulaziz?
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
What is liquid? What picture from the left?
Liquid is
What
in the
picture from the
middle.
left? This picture in the middle?
Yes,
No,
teacher.
Do you think so?
in the middle.
It's not right.
Oh no, the under it.
Yes.
Yes, teacher. Why did you unmute me?
Abdulaziz, what is solid here? Picture 2 or picture 3?
Picture 3.
Picture 3. And gas, of course, the last one.
Solids have a defined shape, like these popsicles. Liquid takes the shape of their containers. Here, the lake bed acts as a container. Gases have no set volume, and they move freely in their containers. In this example, steam rises from the surface of the hot water as the water molecule turns to a gas state. Now let's see what you remember about how water changes state. Now let's see what you remember about how water changes state. Drag each word to the correct position in the picture.
Abdul Mohsen?
Yes.
Okay, drag, evaporation, condensation, melting, freezing to the picture and say why. Here, what should I put in this place and why?
In which place should you?
In this place, can you see the ray?
In the where? In the gas?
Yes, evaporation, condensation, melting.
Here? In this space?
Okay,
Oh.
can you say what is evaporation?
Evaporation is the state of water when water is turning into a gas.
Yes, from from liquid to be gas.
Yes.
Okay, so where should I put it? Here?
No.
In this place, the water here becomes a gas. Look at the gas, raise up in the sky.
No, Mister. I didn't expect that. I thought you meant like here we like in the like we
In
put
the
the evaporation
even yeah.
evaporation in up the clouds, but I didn't get you.
No, in the cloud, it's another thing called condensation.
And in the mountains,
Yeah.
it's
Wait,
free.
wait.
It's
What
melting.
is melting? When we change
When
what?
when a solid is turning into a liquid.
Like the ice changes to be liquid water and comes back to the sea or the river.
Yes.
In this place, where is it? Comes
This-
from here. The ice comes from the top of the mountain to the sea.
And, and, and
And
Mister,
the last one, yes.
but if look, I mean, how this is? I think this is a shortcut for the water cycle.
Yeah, it's basically like a water cycle. And the last thing here, when in the cold winter, what happened to the lakes and rivers?
It freezes.
Like in Russia and in North Canada.
When we add or remove energy to
California.
matter, it can change state. Liquid water freezes when it loses energy and evaporates when it gains energy. Water vapor condenses when it loses energy. Solid water melts when it gains energy.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Abdul Mahsen. Okay, Yusuf Hazem.
You've learned a lot about solids, liquids, and gases, particularly with water. We also talked about how water changes.
Yusuf, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
You are going to read the summary of this lesson.
Okay.
Ice is the solid form of water. When it gains energy, like when you add heat, it melts and turns to liquid. Liquid water freezes or becomes solid when the water loses energy. If you add energy to liquid water, it changes state and becomes a gas called water vapor. When water vapor loses energy, it condenses and becomes liquid. Now that you've finished this lesson, if you wish, you can go back and review any part of.
Okay, Yusuf, go on, please.
Yes.
Read from the beginning.
When ice gains energy, it changes state to become liquid. And also, liquid water can become ice when it loses energy.
Okay.
When the water freezes,
Mm.
when we bring the dryer, when we bring the dryer, it melts.
In the dryer, okay.
With the dryer, you know?
Mm.
Water can evaporate to become a gas when it gains energy. Water vapor condenses to liquid water when it loses energy.
Thank you, Yusuf. I really like your reading.
You're welcome.
Okay, now please open your book page 373. 373, quickly. Muhammad? Muhammad? Okay, Yusuf? Ammar?
Hello, sorry.
Where are you, Yusuf?
Here.
Okay. Read this question, please.
Okay. How is the snow in this picture like an ice cube? Both are solid forms of water.
Yes. Can you describe this picture, Yusuf?
Yeah, like
Where can we
like
see this picture? Where can we see this picture?
um in snowy areas.
Yeah.
In
Do you
cold
know some
areas,
countries? Can we find where can we find the ice?
probably America.
America,
Yeah, probably.
Russia,
Yeah,
Canada.
yeah. I'm not sure about London.
Mm, London, is called Fog City. Fog City, because it's
Oh,
always has fog. Okay,
oh, I
so
love
both are
London.
solid forms of water. Please record that in your book, Yusuf. Now,
Okay, I did, but I just wanted to say why. First, I love London for one reason. My dad lived there for 10 years, and I love it so much.
oh wow, have you been there?
No, I really wish.
So you have to take me with you. Okay, okay. Both are solid forms of water. Then the definitions, the vocab of this lesson, record it.
I did.
Walif, Walif. Ahmed,
Yes.
can you please read the vocab of this lesson? These words, states of matter.
States of matter.
Yeah. What next?
Salt.
Solid,
Solid.
liquid,
Liquid.
Hmm?
Gas.
gas. Perfect. And what next? Change of state,
Change of state. Evaporation.
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 Yes, and the condensation.
Condensation.
Write it in your book, Ahmed.
Okay.
Quickly.
I don't have the book.
What is your book?
I don't have.
Oh, it's the old one, the one from the previous term, from term 1.
Oh,
You have it?
yeah.
Okay, so open page 373, 373. This page, Ahmed.
3 what?
373. The number on the screen. The number on the screen now. Mu'taz, if you finished? Okay.
Just saying, my dad once told me, I asked him, he had roommates in London.
Mm-hmm.
They used to live like they're living in a dream. They do everything. They sleep 8, they wake up 6, and they go, perfect life.
Yeah. They are active and they like to learn and to know something new in their life. And also, Yusuf, I have students from London.
Oh, really?
Mm.
My dad used to study in London.
And they came to me in my city. They visited me the last year.
Hmm. Once my dad told me there was a party like in the other building. It was fine, and there was smash stuff like scary noises
Yes.
from there.
You know, London is amazing.
Yeah. Yes, Mister.
Yes. You want to say something, Abdul Mohsen? Have you finished?
Yes.
Okay.
We-
By the way, I'd like to thank Yusuf Oda as well for his experiment.
For the oil too.
Yeah, the oil. Okay. Thank you, my dear students, and see you later. Bye bye.
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 Bye.